Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back to another Cars review, and in this one we have a remake of one of my favorite videos of all time they made on my channel, and actually the most popular video on my channel, and that is reviewing these three mini racers right here. I got these three Thunder Hall mini racers in a 3-pack. Going from left to right, we have Francis Beltline, otherwise known as CruzRamirez, Mr. Drippy, and Chester Whipplefilter, also known as Muddy, LightningMcQueen. These guys are all from Cars 3, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing them again. Make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video, where I'll be showing the upcoming cars I'll be reviewing in the next videos. And I know this was not planned as one of the videos I was going to make, but I was really excited to do it, and so I went ahead and just threw it in here. But first, we're going to start with Francis Beltline. And here is the metal die-cast version. Well, this one's metal too, but here's the big natural version. If you want to compare the two, obviously they are shrunken down together. I have all the bigger versions of the cars except for Mr. Drippy, unfortunately. These are going to be pretty quick reviews just because how small they are, but they have a lot of detail. Like, she has so much in her face alone. I really like her expression. Matches her normal one pretty well as well. And I actually think her expression is better. She's more of that smirk. She has her yellow eyes, which matches her paint really well. Even though the real one, she has brown eyes, which is a little weird. In person, it looks more brown than it does on camera. On camera, it looks a little bit more yellow. But she's got her black eyelashes right there and the yellow around it as well. Nothing on the hood, pretty plain right there. She has her two silver grayish headlights, and she's got her smirk right there with obviously the muddy textures going in there as well. If we switch to the side here, this is where she really shines. She has Rusty's Racing Center 95. It's really hard to see right there, but I just know from reviewing the other cars that that's exactly what it says. 95 in yellow and red surrounding it. And they did a really nice job with the mud here. It really does look like mud and not just a little brown spot just put on there. The wheels is one thing that probably could have done a little bit better, so it could have matched the brown on the mud on the side of the car a little bit better. But we have brown tires, brown rims, and yes, they do move even though they are really, really small. And of course, Luigi and Guido helped Cruz and LightningMcQueen spray on all their numbers, so they got number 20, just like Jackson Storm. That's the black sprinted on right there. You got the gray windows, obviously, and the yellow rear mirrors as well. Not much to see right there. You can see a little bit of the taillights as well. Speaking of taillights, as we go to the back, you can see her license plate right there in the center. Let's see if I can read it. Was that C01, C81, 06A, I believe. And I think that says Texas, possibly. Obviously, her red taillights, and you see her trunk right there that you can lift up. And very unique as well. Of course, all the muddy stuff is there. As we continue to this side, you can see the continuing of the muddiness going all around the car. Number 20 spray painted on there as well in black, and of course the muddy brown tires and the muddy brown rims. Gray window, not too much else to say. Rusty Racing Center number 95 as well, of course, for LightningMcQueen. Going to the top of the car, obviously you can see she's really shiny right there, as you can see with the reflection coming off her. Not too much else to see. She doesn't have a spoiler at all. She just has her trunk and the gray window. Let's see if it says anything on the bottom. Yes, it does. She's actually made in Thailand. I think it's either Thailand or Vietnam is a new place that they've been making them. But yeah, not in China. But even though I got these cars, I think, pretty early on in the making when they used to do it in China. Moving on, next we have one of my favorites, Mr. Drippy. He is such a unique car, and I overall love the design of him. He has a lot of detail going in it, and I'm really excited to review him again. Here he is. I love his expression that he has right here, his smirky little grin with his teeth hanging out there, kind of like Mater. He's got his brownish, silverish eyes right there, and of course the blue eyelids. I really like the blue color scheme on him as well. The black grill here in the front, of course, makes it look like a big fat mustache that he has going right there. His headlights right there, and like I said, the grin, and overall a really cool looking front. And you can see the rear view mirrors that he has on both sides there. Really cool looking car. Going to the next, on the side here, he has 3 tires. Most cars I review have 2. I think Miss Fritter may be the only other one, but then again, she might only have 2. But 3 tires here, and they all have black tires and silver rims there in the center. What does it say right there? I'm pretty sure it says feeling drippy, call Mr. Drippy is what it is. And yeah, obviously he has a huge water tank right there that he uses in the Demolition Derby part of Cars 3. And you got the red, white pattern scheme going on right there, and the gray lines going over the water, which is in white. And then got the gray windows on the door. And overall, such a lot of detail in such a small little car. I'm such a big fan of it. And there it is. Oh, that's the saying right there. Need a bath, hippie, call Mr. Drippy. That is a very funny saying right there, and a very catchy one too. And it rhymes. So, and I overall really like the logo that he's got right there as well. License plate right there in yellow and red, and you got the black and white, or black and yellow color scheme pattern going on right there as well. And this is obviously where the water comes spraying out of to spray the track and get it all muddy and damp for the racers to go on to. And of course, like, look at all that little detail underneath there. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and I'm so glad they did too. Water again in white, of course, on the big tank, and the bars going up it as well, just like the other side. Red and white color scheme going across, and then obviously the black tires and silver rims, and not too much else to say. Same little slogan going on right there. Gray window, rear view mirrors, and everything. Going to the top here, you can see the bars going across once again. This is probably the little cap that seals it up and keeps everything on there. That might be where they open it up and dump the water into. See the bars on the top of the car as well. Overall, you can see all that texture that goes into him. And I overall really like this car. Once again, made in Thailand, I'm guessing. Yep, Disney Pixar as well. Like I said, I don't have a comparison for him, but I do for Chester Whipplefilter. Of course, this is LightningMcQueen. Let's see who has a better expression. They both have a good one. I think the real one right here has a much better expression. This one kind of looks a little funky looking, something LightningMcQueen wouldn't do, but this one definitely looks like something he would do. But they got the eyes right, and let's see how good they got the texture right. This one is really cool because he has rubber tires, and I feel like the texture overall in this car is really, really well done. And so let's see if it holds up to the mini racer. And looking at it right now, I think it does. You can see all the mud splashes in there and all the little indentions that it has in this car. Really, really, really cool. The nice blue eyes right there that McQueen has, the brown eyelids that he has, and then the black going around it as well. And of course, like I said, all the mud splashing up onto him. You have the bolts right there holding down the hood, and then his stickers or headlights right there are completely mudded up as well. I have no idea that's McQueen unless you, of course, see his red paint or know him really that well that you know his face. Like I said, that wonky right there. But look at all that. It almost looks like a mustache, or not mustache, like a little hair on there. But no, it's all a little mud splash on there. And you go inside here, you got the big red 15. That is not spray painted on that. It's just wiped off by a towel, I believe. And then you got the nice, I think these muddy wheels look a lot better than Cruz's. Let's compare the two real quick. Yeah, I definitely think they are similar, but McQueen's definitely look a lot more muddy, and like they weren't just put on there, and that the mud really coated the entire tires. And I think it looks overall really cool. Of course, the windows are all muddied up as well. Go on the back here, once again, you can see the great detail on the spoiler. Taillights are completely covered in mud as well. Coming back to this side again, wiped off the number 15 and the muddy tires as well, with the brown tires and brown rims. And of course, exhaust pipes are covered up, and everything is. Not too much else to see besides his rear view mirrors that are up on the top. I think he uses those one time in Cars 1 when he's going backwards after Mater taught him. And his back window and spoiler and everything's covered in mud as well. Overall, I know it's not a ranking video, but if I had to rank them, I'd say in last place would be Francis Beltline, and then Chester Whipplefilter. But there's nothing that you can go wrong with Mr. Drippy. Mr. Drippy's overall a really great mini racer. I think he makes his pack worth it alone. This is a really great mini racing pack, and I had a great time reviewing it. Make sure to continue to watch these videos, because coming up we have another Demolition Derby car. RV is coming up here soon, and then we have a new series coming along with the stock car and comparing them to their haulers, and that'll be a 3-part video and ranking them on the end of the third part. Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this remake of my most popular video on my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.